It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Dragons' speedy running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. This should be a good one to watch under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man from the University of Auburn, their rookie quarterback.
And talk about someone who has absolutely lived up to his scouting report, because when we evaluated him coming out of school, everyone salivated over his big arm. He absolutely has a cannon. And this coaching staff, they're not going to be afraid, even in his rookie year, to let him air it out downfield and find out what he absolutely can do.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets past one man. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This is 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Watson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Copeland. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. On the ground, here's Watson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Copeland. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morrison. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run, it's Watson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Gore. Touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here comes 3rd down and 7. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense ready for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Saints, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion. Let them run.
If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here into the 38. 3rd and 9 here.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, Gore wiggles free, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Copeland. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Gore. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with Watson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Again, they go with Watson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the Raiders getting this too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hoffman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. It's Watson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Copeland.
And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watson. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Copeland flushed out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Copeland. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
In motion right comes Green. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's going to be caught by Rivers.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Copeland. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Copeland. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. In motion goes the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it. The rules, and that time the hit came just a little bit too late, and the official won't even think twice about pulling this flag on that one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Copeland. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hayes. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dragons have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point attempt to follow here.
And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First down, Dragons.
Off play action. Copeland. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Copeland. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. Back to throw. Copeland. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now a give right side. Watson.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Copeland. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gordon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dragons are pouring it on. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also...
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for London, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with a